today, Deva?
So today we have a salmon and cream cheese waffle with extra eggs poached egg. This is one of our best waffle here, and hopefully you like it.
Okay, Deva, where are you from?
I'm from Sumatra.
Where in Sumatra?
Medan.
Medan, I love Medan. I love Sumatra. It's a great place. What brings you to Bali? Why did you come?
I come to Bali because I want to meet a lot of people, meet a lot of new people, learn a lot of new things. That's
like that. And how long have you worked with Murmur?
It's been since the moment Murmur is open, so like 6 months. Murmur is still a baby in Bali.
Ah. Okay, so today I'm starting a new series called Foreigners Behaving Badly in Indonesia. And I'll be telling stories of exactly what I stated on the tin. Foreigners murdering, well, you'll get the picture. And today's story, these are all stories from since I've lived here, so from since 1986. And for my first story, I'm going to go back to 1987, all the way back to 1987. I've only been in Indonesia a year, but I've already made quite a few friends. And one of my friends is John Reed, who's one of the old school expats. When I say the old school expats, people who've been here in the 70s. So these guys had tremendous knowledge of Indonesia and how it works. So they were useful to get to know. And there were quite a few of them. I'd say the 80s guys, people like me, there are thousands of us, but for that group, there were probably hundreds. Okay, so unfortunately, by the way, you will not be able to find this on Google. This is only through my knowledge of what happened. And what happened is this. Two Portuguese, and it's very important to state, Portuguese guys rented a place in Blora. Now, Blora is in the center of Jakarta, and it merges onto Menteng. Now, Menteng is old school money. A lot of generals, a lot of public servants, they live there. And Blora's, I mean, it's Tiddybar's place, really. Anyway, bottom line is they rent this place and they start selling something. And what they're selling is seeds. You would pay, let's say, 10,000 rupees for this packet of seeds. They'd give you the pots and they'd give you everything. You'd put them in your window, you'd grow, and after you'd grown this set of what would be plants, and they were medicinal plants, you'd bring them back and you'd double your money. Wow, sounds good. Within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they were absolutely creaming it because people were coming not for 1 or 2, but for 10. So they'd be spending, let's say, 1 million rupees or 2 million rupees, which was a lot of money. Don't forget, we're next to Menteng, which is a very wealthy area. In fact, the president, Suharto, lived quite close to this. What happens? My friend John is friends of 2 Westerners who are advising people, including Indonesians, to, hey, you want to make money, go here. So, of course, some very influential, wealthy people started getting involved. We go forward, let's say, a week. By this time, now I never went to the store, by this time they weren't even counting the money. Now remember, in those days, 10,000 was the maximum. So people were coming with wads and wads of cash. They weren't even counting it, they were taking it and giving them. But of course, this is a Ponzi scheme. One day, they're gone, the money's gone, and the shop is closed. Unfortunately for John Reed's friends, they ended up in prison because some of the people who were scammed out of thousands and tens of thousands of dollars and maybe even more were very influential. I've heard even relatives of Suharto. Anyway, that's where greed gets you. If anybody can tell me more about this story, I'd really appreciate it. Now, in a couple of weeks, I'll be telling a story of murder, jealousy in a 5-star resort in Bali. Ooh. So I'll be doing that in a couple of weeks. And as always, bye bye. Don't be a sheep.